I thought I made a video, but it turns out I never recorded or something, so I had to do this all over again. But that's okay, because that just gives me a much better idea how to convey this message. I have brain rot. Like, I noticed my vocabulary went down, my math skills and capabilities is in the trash can, on fire. I have no references other than to shows, movies. I have no references to literature and poems and stuff like that because I don't like reading. But I realized that is a setback. I used to read for necessity and then I read for pleasure. If that's something. So I need to change that, but not because I want to love reading or anything. It's just because I want to actively use my brain again. I don't want to be in the dark of not just like conversations, but just in the dark of like of knowledge. There's so much knowledge, and then I feel like I've only have like a little speck of that. And like realistically, I'm going to out of all the knowledge that is out there in the world, whether it is beneficial or not. There's so much knowledge. I want what's beneficial to me currently right now, but I also realize I need to also push myself creatively because I'm a creative person. So I'm gonna start reading creative writing, like creative books. I would say, literature, creative literature. I don't know. I like nonfiction. No wait, no fiction. I'm gonna start reading fictional books. Everything could have just said fictional books. So I haven't read a book in so long. I hit my table with the book. And I have never read this book, but I've seen the movies made or based on the book. And this book is Dracula by Bram Stoker. And I am gonna give this a read. I got Dracula because, I know it's gothic. It's dark. It's about vampire Dracula. So it's something that I could look forward to. It's something that it's not some weird. Cause I have a half sister, and she made me read The Grapes of Wrath when I was like in third grade, right, or fourth grade. No, in fifth grade, I believe she tried to make me read The Grapes of Wrath, and I'm just like, why are you trying to make me read this boring ass fucking book? Like as a kid, I tried reading the first few pages and trying to retain what I read, but it's so boring that I couldn't. And it's still so boring till this day. All it's about, from what I remember, is a guy going to California, looking for work during the Great Dust Bowl or the Great Depression, basically, and they are struggling to find work. They go to this camp. Need to get a better lighter. They go to this camp, and they're not getting enough money. They're being overworked. Something. I don't know, dude. All I know is that some lady lost a baby or something. Her baby died, and I think some man was dying, so he got the breast or something like that, dude. I have no idea. All I know it's about like how the people that worked on the farm in California were like just frustrated and shit like that. I should read that book because it is like a classic American literature or some shit, but it's so boring. To me, my opinion. The Grapes of Wrath is boring. Reading in general is boring to me, but and then I got a book on my mindset. Mindset, The New Psychology of Success, written by Carol S. Deswick. So this is just to help me with my mentality, my mindset, get it better, to improve it. Because if I'm going to want to improve my brain rot, I'm going to have to read, write, and, create, be creative. Whether that's being cooking, YouTube, drawing, writing, even singing. And that sounds funny because I don't think I have a singing voice or anything. But in my studio, I sometimes sing loudly, I guess, and my neighbor thinks I have a strong voice. He says I should record something in the studio, and I'm like, I don't know about that. I don't know if I have a voice for singing. That's something I never really thought of me doing is singing, because I always felt like I had I have a monotonous voice sometimes, and I also sometimes, my voice changes a lot depending on my emotions, but also I just feel like I don't have a singing voice. But maybe I'm wrong and I just don't hear myself singing and thinking, oh, I can sing and shit. So, and my math skills, oh god, that's also something I had to think about because it's so low, like such low math skills. And I'm wondering, how can I combat this the best I can with the time I have? Because not only am I gonna have to improve my mentality and my brain, as in my storage, retaining information, knowledge keeping, and then having more topics in my head. This Dracula book is gonna help. That's gonna help because I never read it, and maybe I might like it, and maybe start reading books more like Dracula. So there's that. And I'm just here, gonna take my time about it because, yes. Hey, you know what I noticed about this? If you notice the book here, it has triangles like teeth, and two of them are red for the fangs. That's cool. Anyways, because I'm gonna look for a second job starting today because I just feel like I really need a second job. This job that I have right now, it's only good temporarily, and there's gonna be a time where it's not gonna be so good soon. So I'm gonna really need to start hunting for a second job, and fast. And this job market is kind of crap, so I'm gonna be struggling for a bit. I think I'm gonna offer them 3 days. Mondays, Tuesdays, Wednesdays. Only days I can work, really. So I'm gonna have to find a job soon, a second job. The other video I had was longer than this. About the whole singing thing with my neighbor, he's a good guy. He has a lot of music things in his apartment. And and he was telling me on the phone yesterday basically, and he was saying, "Yeah, I think you should record something. You have a strong voice and something. I hear you sometimes." I'm like, fuck, because sometimes I'm faded, or sometimes I'm bored, and I listen to my music because I listen to music a lot, and I sometimes sing along with some of my songs, and you know, he suggested I should record. I don't know why. I don't think I have a singing voice. I know I can't go high pitch. I know that going high pitch isn't something I don't think I can do. Oh, it's gotten brighter. The sun's out stronger. The sun has been out the entire time. It's been cloudy today, so, and windy, so it's gonna get cloudy again. Watch, a cloud is gonna cover the sun soon. Let's enjoy it while it's out, right? But that being said, I'm gonna work on 3 aspects of my mind, because there's the mentality, like how I'm thinking. Then there's what I know, like knowledge, facts, like, you know, history. I have my history is in the drain. I don't know when the Declaration of Independence was signed. Like, I don't know what year. Like, obviously it's July 4th, but I don't know. Well, obviously, well, it's just like, I think they had it a final copy on the 3rd day, but they needed all the signatures and something like that. Either way, I'm not very good with my history. I'm not very good with other things like world history. Like, I don't remember dates of like maybe when China was first like conceptualized in China. You know, when they first started having the warning wars or something, or was that in Japan? Because I know Japan had a bunch of like wars, and then also China had a bunch of little clan wars until like each of them had one person come on top, and then they're like, this is now China, and then the other one's like, either way, like, I don't know that stuff anymore. Like, I don't know things like that anymore. When I was 18, when I was in high school, I know things like that. Now I just don't know shit. And I'm like, damn. And my history is down. In the other video, I tried to name all 50 states, and I couldn't name all 50 states. And I could probably do it now, but I had to go on Google, do a little research, and I missed like 5 states, and I'm like, damn. Like, I don't even know my 50 states. I'm an adult. I'm an American adult. I don't even know my 50 states. That's embarrassing. I don't even know the capital of each state. I don't know their capital. I really do not know. I'm gonna have to actually remember this shit. I'm gonna actually have to start refreshing my mind, because it's literally that bad of a brain rot. Like, all I know in my head are like anime, movies, TV shows, other things that I know, videos I've watched on YouTube. Like, that's what my head is, and I'm like, damn, that's not good. That's horrible. Like, the amount of knowledge that I have and whatever's stored has been replaced with just mush. And, I could use mush, don't get me wrong, but mush can only go so far. And I'm like, I need a solid foundation. I need a much stronger foundation in my head. So I'm going to go to the library. I'm going to read. I'm going to write. I'm going to try to draw. I need to also write about. I also need to do more writing. not just writing for like my thoughts and what's on my mind, but also poetry and other creative types of writing, because as a creative person, I should use all aspects of creativity in my life. Like, I cook. That's kind of creative. You're using ingredients to cook yourself a meal, using what you have, and using these tools and the heat as a medium, and the food too. That's creative. You know, my writing should be creative. My thoughts should be creative. I should be creative in most aspects of my life. As a creative person, I believe. And this is coming from what my neighbor was talking about the other day, where like people should like lean to what their strengths are and other things. And I'm like, I should lean to what my strengths are. And that's being creative. So I think that's what I'm gonna do. What time is it? Oh, it's like about to be 3:30. So I'm gonna call this a video. I'm gonna upload it, and I'm just gonna finish this. So I have brain rot, and I have trying to combat this brain rot that I have with the strategy that I'm gonna use. I need to be consistent and disciplined. I really need to. Like I need to get my shit. I need to get a much tighter grip on my shit. Like I have a grip, but I don't got it like that. Like it's just like bam, you know, like it's not as sharp as it needs to be. You know, it's like I'm holding on and shit. Like it looks bad. I know it looks bad all doing this and on camera and shit. But I'm saying that like my fist is like loose. It's like it's not as firm as it could be. And it should be firm. It could be firmer. Like I know it can be. So it's just like God. Oh God, this brain rot is really getting to me because it's like embarrassing. You know, I realize that I have not been using my mind, my brain, and my capacities. You know, there's so much things I should be studying to make sure that I'm much more capable than I currently am. And if I have more knowledge and more skills, I would be more content. And I think that's not just for me, but I think that's for so much other people currently right now. Especially guys. I feel like us guys have been having a lot of trouble getting that instilled into us. So yeah. Bye.